so many packets were dropped. And yeah, we are live. Hey, what's up here? Scott Balkum here? No. Hey, what's up? Scott Balkum here with Imagination Creation Films. And today, we've got a special guest, Bill Hertzing.
Hey, what's up?
Bill Hertzing is, well, he's been around me longer than he hasn't been around me. And I've been around him longer than he hasn't been around. I don't know. Maybe there's that one creepy time.
You almost had it there.
Yeah, almost had it. But yeah, I've known this guy since like 8th grade and junior high, and yeah, we got a lot of history. We complement each other in many different ways, and then we just kind of totally clash in others. And right now we're complementing with a oh, you look great today, Bill.
Great too. Yeah, we're complimenting you.
We're drinking the Sierra Nevada Tropical Torpedo. It is a IPA, tropical IPA. What would you taste like? A light IPA.
Well,
I'm not sure what.
Inspired by island life.
Yeah. Don't you feel like you're in an island right now? Mm-hmm. We got the cool
much.
Breezes in here, and
it's sporting new hat.
Got some delicious new cigars. Well, new. This is the Rocky Patel. This is the 1999 Connecticut's. This is the Churchill's. It'll be a nice light smoke, but well worth it. And yeah, so we are live, and we will be taking your questions on filmmaking and video or photography or photos or films that you've seen recently or films that we've seen recently. We might even throw a few spoilers out there and let you know that Han Solo dies. Yeah, so, yeah, everybody does. So, yeah, we're here. So if you are in our audience and you are paying attention right now and you are part of this live, then say hello. Say hello in the chat there. Let's get some conversation going. All right. I'm gonna light up my cigar. I want mine.
Sounds like a plan.
All right. So as you know,
That smells really good.
smoking is bad for you, but I don't care. It's not about me telling you what to do. It's about doing what I want to do. This is my live stream. And, yeah. Now, Bill's actually one of the ones that got me on cigars. That was a fun weekend. It was Bill and Casey, who you might remember from such films as Good Enough. And where were we? We were in your apartment, I think.
Probably.
Yeah, we were playing cards. It was your
cards?
apartment there on where your truck got stolen.
Oh, in Houston?
Yeah. And then we were sitting at your table, and we were playing poker, I think it was. And
I don't think I was smoking in the apartment, was I?
yeah, you were.
Oh, was I?
You were like, I don't care.
Who knew?
I don't care. And Casey's like, dude, I got cigars. And then it was cigars. Was that? That was quiet. Stream health. We're dropping frames already.
Mm-mm.
Yeah, that's all right. Oh, yeah, we are dropping. Hold on one second.
Technical difficulties. You need that
Please
little
stand
sign.
by.
You need that little
We are
sign.
live streaming. Please don't use the video. And there we go. Just making sure everybody in the house is aware that, hey, it's me, and I'm live streaming. And, I don't want you to have a bad experience. Oh, you know what I do need to do? Aha.
Huzzah.
No, that's fine. I'll just do that. And, okay. I thought I was still using constant bit rate, which is what was killing me before. So,
It's like control you have over here.
hey, Steve, how are you?
You got a lot of buttons here, but a lot of control.
I do have a lot of buttons, and we do have today multiple camera angles. It did take a while to set this up. I've already consumed several sips of this one beer.
I'll make it.
I was a little working in here trying to get everything going, but we have the studio cam, so now you can kind of see. Yep, we're right over there. We're all Panasonic shoot today. You can actually see the monitor right here, so you can see what we're doing. And Bill brought his guitar, so he'll be.
I won't be serenading.
We're doing Kumbaya, and so what we'll do is
Kumbaya.
we'll be joining hands
Hands across the bar.
Hands across the bar.
I do this.
Come on, people now.
I do this. I block my face from them.
Oh, would you? Yeah, don't do this.
I have to do this.
It is just you at the moment. Although YouTube lies like crazy, and it'll say there's like one person watching, and then there's like 6 people in the chat. So it may not be just you, and somebody else just hasn't shown up and said hello yet. See, right now it says there's 2, and this one says 1. So what's going on, Steve? How's your day? Yeah, you're live on the air.
We wait for Steve to reply.
Yeah, I tried the very low bit rate or the very low latency to try to get like people to be able to respond faster. It failed instantly. It was not even close.
Wow.
Let's see. Well, we're just kind of chatting. Thunder and lightning here at the moment. Really? And where are you?
I was gonna say, where is here?
We've spoken. I apologize. My memory is not fantastic, but I will eventually get it down. I don't remember where you are. The UK.
Oh, okay.
Yes. I remember now. I do remember. And thunder and lightning. You know, that's weird because there are some places in the world that do not get thunder. And I didn't realize that. I thought that was really strange. Like Colorado, all the plains get it. Texas gets it. But like in Nevada, even when it rains there, they don't get thunder. And in LA, they don't get thunder. San Francisco, they don't get thunder. Up northwest, they don't really get thunder. That's weird. But apparently the UK does. So there's some. I mean, rain is fun. I always like the rain.
Rain is fun.
It is. I just don't like it when it. I don't like it when it like blows out my gear, which has happened many times.
Yeah.
I've lost a bunch of gear. In fact, right now I'm recuperating from one of my NASs that died. That is about 10 terabytes of data that is offline currently, but it'll be back on soon as I find an 8-year-old NAS motherboard.
The manufacturer doesn't have?
Manufacturer buying. I'm like, that doesn't help me. They're like, we have 90 days warranty. Yeah, 90. That is super helpful. I'm waiting for the cigar smoke to create those nice beams, because if you look that way, you can see the beam.
The fan's blowing that way.
Well, but you see the beam from the smoke, the haze in here. That's what we need. We need some fog. Let's smoke it up. As always, we do have the dancing Santa. Should Jamie come in and give me a bunch of crap? That's right. So, Steve, what else is going on? I'll tell you what's going on in my world. So, it's Memorial Day weekend over here. That's kind of a U.S. thing. But Bill almost always comes Memorial Day weekend. And we just kind of go out there. We swim and drink margaritas, smoke a lot of cigars, chit-chat. We're starting this hopefully new thing of live streaming when he comes to visit, but we'll see.
Right.
Just having a good laid-back week or weekend, and then next week I fly to LA for Cinegear, which is the big cinema equipment show that's at Paramount Studios, and they actually go into the back lot, and it's kind of fun because you're actually walking around like the sets of 1920s New York or Old West, and here's a vendor selling a camera right there. It's kind of fun.
So after being at NAB, what else is there to see?
That's a good question, Bill. Thank you for asking that.
I'm just like I saw so much stuff.
You did see a lot of stuff.
It was crazy, and you can check out my vlog.
I'll link to it below. NAB.
But
Bill,
seriously, it's crazy gear.
Yeah, so. Bill went with me to NAB. Check out both of our vlogs. We were in each other's quite a bit. What Cinegear is 100% cinema gear only. It is. You're not going to find some Chinese manufacturer with remote controls selling programmable remotes. You're not going to find anything for television. You're finding stuff for film. And it's a lot smaller, a lot more intimate.
I can see that, definitely.
But it's it is awesome for people like me who really like shooting with higher end cameras and higher end gear and you know, all of the stuff that may be floating around here, the Movies and all that, because they're not even, like Movie and Red, they don't even go to NAB anymore. They do go to Cinegear. They like that. So, I mean, you get to experience a little bit different flavors there. Well, it's just another Sunday here, Scott. Would like to have been out with my camera, but too wet here today. You know what? That's why they make umbrellas. You're from England. I'm pretty sure you know what an umbrella is. But, you know, an umbrella over your camera, and then you capture rainy days. I mean, that's kind of cool. I've been trying to come up with a rig that I could mount my camera like for nature and put it out and cover it up where it would be able to be rained on without it splashing back up is the real problem. But I could capture stuff in the rain, like, you know, animals and rain in general is kind of
like
cool.
An upside down umbrella.
The umbrella,
umbrella with like feet, like tripod feet.
That's a swimming pool.
But it's inverted.
Oh yeah.
So it keeps the rain from splashing.
Hey, it's Richard. Hey, Richard. I'm here. Twitter didn't notify me that you responded. Hey, Richard.
Glad you're here.
Richard's the man right now.
Okay.
He's a Patreon supporter.
Oh, okay.
And my first Patreon supporter.
For him.
Thank you. Yes. Yeah. Thank me. Thank your, ladies and gentlemen. What was that movie? Oh, that was the Tom Hanks movie, the remake of Sleepless in Seattle, the one in New York with the bookstore.
The bookstore.
And it was the scene where.
Yeah. You got mail.
Yeah, you got mail. It was Meg Ryan's counter, or her boyfriend, who was on the television show being interviewed about his little article, and he goes, "Thank your," and then she goes, "Thank your," ladies and gentlemen. There you go.
That's right. I remember that.
That's
what is his name? Greg Kinnear.
Yes. I like him. He's funny.
Whatever happened to him?
I think he was president.
Greg Kinnear?
Wasn't he president on Independence Day?
No, president was Bill Pullman.
Oh, that's true. Bill Pullman, totally. Yep, that works it.
I got my wife Angela feed me the IMDb quote in my ear. No.
Richard, how are you? How's Florida? I've got him memorized.
They got a storm coming in Florida.
Oh yeah. You got.
You have batten down the hatches.
Yeah, you got
buy those emergency supplies.
The subtropical storm coming through.
Cannot be fun.
So everybody's dealing with rain, but not me. That's rain. All right. Well, Steve, you and Richard chat about rain, and we'll just enjoy our cigar.
The earth is wet somewhere.
That's true. That is very true. So so I'll be going out to Cinegear in LA next year, and this year. Yeah, and it's going to be a lot of fun because I'm going to be hanging out with 4 or 5 other guys. We've rented out an Airbnb house, and I am sure there's going to be some shenanigans going on. I'm bringing my camera because I will bring you there.
Do a live stream from there? That would be.
I did suggest it. I just don't know how well that would work.
It's funny, camera people don't like to get on camera, which is really kind of interesting, right?
It is.
They like working the camera.
I figure a few of these and they won't care.
Yeah. A little liquid courage.
Little liquid courage. So yeah, Richard shoots red.
Okay.
He's got a scarlet. And he is shooting all kinds of stuff. He has a few lights and just. You were last time we talked on the live stream. You were wanting to shoot something. I think was it you you wanted to shoot a party? I think it was an evening kind of a dance party thing, and you only had the 2 lights. Is that right? Did you ever do that? Did you pull that off? What's the story? Inquiring minds want to know. We must.
While we're waiting for his answer, was it your live stream from last week or something? You talked about the Gemini, the low light of the Gemini.
Ah, yes, the low light.
And man, I looked that up. I don't have a red, obviously, but I looked it up, and boy, it's some beautiful footage. God.
It is an amazing camera that can basically. I mean, I wouldn't say it can see in the dark, but
Night vision.
It has got some skills. I will tell you that yeah, it's right there.
Wow. Yeah.
And a friend of mine, Ivan, he got one. He got one of the first ones that was the NASA release, because the story with the Gemini was that NASA reached out to Red and said, hey, could you build us a camera that is a lot more low light capable, because we want to send it up into space. And it actually recently just went. It's up getting resupplied to the space station. And so Jared's like, yeah, sure, we can do that. So they developed this thing, and they didn't know, really how well it would be received, but they decided to make a small mini die of it. And whenever you're printing or creating a sensor, you want to fill up that whole die so that it becomes cost effective. They only needed one camera. So he had to run 6. So he did 6 sensors, sent the one to NASA, and then he offered the other 5 just as a quick little fire sale just from his personal Facebook. And
how much did those go for when they went?
So he was letting them go at the time for 20 grand. Wow. And he said it was heavily subsidized because it costs about 200 grand to run a sensor.
Yeah, I'm sure.
Through there. So, but he was letting them go for 20 grand, and the Ivan who got one, he did a low light test of it. It was just his son with a little candlelight lantern in the barn, and it was perfect. Low noise. It looked like a fantastic dragon that you gave a ton of light to, but it was pushed to 12,800 ISO, and it was amazing. But going back to the Gemini story, there was such an outpouring of Jared, we would like one, we would like one, we would like one, and so they decided they would just make it, and so they came out with the Gemini, which did that whole pricing fiasco that everybody was so upset about. I even had to do a video on it. It was amazing how many people got upset by the pricing. But you know what? You're not guaranteed a low price. You're not guaranteed a high price. You're not guaranteed to keep the value of an electronic piece of gear. I don't know. It was let's see here. Rig cover for my camera, but I don't like it getting yet. I can appreciate that. Good
you had one going to the ocean.
I did. My brother was taking over you. I am still planning it out, and now my brother's dog bit both of my light cords off.
Wow. That's something.
So your dog ate your homework. Is that what you're saying? I have taken some low light video with my X5. Looked good at 1.7 and even had an ND on board at 100 ISO.
What's an X5? These are all the questions I ask myself when you're doing live streams. I'm like, well, one day when I see him, I'll ask him all these questions. What's an X5?
So the X5, that's the DJI, the drone one. That because you're the drone guy, aren't you? You are. I remember you now.
If not, you are now.
Yeah. Yeah. I do remember you. Yeah, because we were chatting. It was probably about a month and a half ago, and I was like, "Oh, dude, you gotta Inspire." Sweet. Okay, now we're getting more back into the whole swing of things. Yeah.
You need little cards for all your frequent guests. You just thought, oh yes, I know you.
You know what? Maybe I'll do that. I'll offer the exclusive background cards so that you remember those before you go to a party. And it's like, oh, how's the 2 daughters? Yes. I believe their name is Clarissa and. Yeah, that I'll do that. Maybe I'll do that for my long time.
Yeah, absolutely.
People.
Why not?
Yeah, if you're from the beginning, you get a card. I'm gonna start doing that. That's a good idea. We need to hold. Richard's he's got home casting to the TV, so we'll hold.
Yeah, right.
We'll hold.
We are getting really pretty bands now through the.
Yeah. Through the overhead. Yeah, but
you can't see it on the screen.
You can't see it. You can
see it
kind of.
Oh,
yeah. You know what I need is a pinpoint light. If I only had one.
Oh well.
Yeah. I mean, I could just sit here and do this all day long. Oh, I do have a. Ooh, I could create a big ass beam right through there. Oh. So. Buffering. Oh, yeah, we're doing a little bit of buffering. Let me drop my. So yeah, living in the country.
Technical difficulties.
Please stand by. Well, we were waiting for Richard anyway. Fly by Francis. Hey, what's going on? How's your world? This is my buddy Bill.
Hey.
I'm my buddy
Scott. Thanks for joining in.
And yeah, Bill. Hey, we have to get back to more conversations with Bill. But yeah, Bill is my alter ego. So he is like, YouTube didn't want me to let me comment. Well, were you saying anything rude, Richard? Yeah, so Bill, I don't write hardly anything down at all. And Bill writes everything down. And I have a really difficult time getting my thoughts down on paper. And Bill's always getting them down. He's like, you need a pen and paper. You
got a real nice journal in your office.
I do have a real nice journal in my office. I have several.
You got one. It's got it's a nice leather, beautiful paper inside, and it's got a beautiful pen. It's all kind of tied together. It's a beautiful travel journal.
It's a prop. Actually,
what a waste of a good journal.
Yeah, one of those actually has a lot of writing in it that I do write periodically. Flyby says, "Hey Bill," or "Hi Bill."
Hello.
No, the text box was missing. Oh well. Oh. Richard's got us on a 75 4K HDR. So, how do I look in 4K? Because I'm streaming it like really, really subpar 1080. 1 megabit. What are they smoking? Hey, Alice.
Oh, good question.
These are the Rocky Patel 1999 Connecticut's. And these are Churchill's.
Very good.
And that's it. It's just a cigar. So, if the question mark was a question mark, then yeah, it's just a cigar.
Like Freud said, sometimes a cigar is just a cigar.
Yeah, sometimes a cigar is just a cigar. That's right. So hopefully we're not dropping as many packets. Audio's not popping, is it? It should sound okay. I'm blind, so you return scarp.
Just trying to figure out what that is.
Wow, a cigarette? No, it's a cigar. A cigarette is something that you inhale. A cigar is something you do not inhale. I don't know if it's you, Steve. I'm pretty sure it's me. It's not you. It's me. I need to work on myself. I can drop me down to 720, but to do that, I'm pretty sure I have to stop the stream and start it back up.
Yeah.
And I don't want to do that to you, lovely people. Yes, I cannot do it. Right now it says I am not dropping packets, so let's
go with that.
Yeah, let's just go with this. Are we breaking up? No, we're not breaking up. We're
we're getting the band back together.
We're getting okay. So that may have been what it was. It may have been my daughter in the other room streaming.
Ah.
So that may be. So, Alice, what's up? How are you? I don't think I've ever spoke to you before, have I?
Hi, Alice.
How are you? We're drinking beer too, but we're adults.
So one of the questions was about cigars, and so versus cigarettes. So just real quick, cigarettes are highly processed tobacco, where it's kind of like made of slurry, sprayed out, then chopped up.
That's true.
Cigar leaves are actually fermented. Some are fermented for up to 20 years or longer. And so they're actually allowed to dry in humidity-controlled warehouses, these cedar warehouses, where they actually just cure for a very long time. So just like wine ferments in a barrel, these ferment on hanging in a warehouse. So they develop some great flavors, and the oils get to come out naturally. And then they wrap them together. Then the oils of the wrapper and the binder and the filler all blend together to create very unique profiles. So a lot of difference between a cigar and a cigarette. A lot more care, labor, the same kind of care and labor that goes into whiskey, scotch, wine, beer, all that stuff like that. The same thing goes into a cigar.
And also, as he was saying, the slurry that they create with cigarettes, all of those chemicals they talk about, this is just tobacco. That's all it is tobacco.
It's organic.
There's no chemical. All the process, it's drying leaves in barns. So it doesn't have all that nastiness. Also, you do not inhale a cigar. No. You draw it into your mouth and it just absorbs through your cheek. And so, I mean, the Surgeon General will tell you, we can't tell you it's good for you. No, it's not good for you, but it is 9 times less bad for you than cigarette smoke. So
it's not something you have like
Yeah,
you know, you don't smoke a pack of cigars a day or anything like that.
Yeah, exactly. We do this periodically. So
Everything in moderation, including moderation.
That's right. Ah, yes, Monte Cristo from the factory. Nice. So Alice, you're a random person. So what's up? What's your story? What?
Tell us about yourself.
That's right. If you have any kind of photography or cinematography questions or camera questions or any kind of questions on cigars, you know, we're here for you. You know, we don't believe in just the random person. We believe in a full-on experience for everyone. As
I'm getting my experience in right now.
So Cuba is near of me. Who knows?
Mm-hmm.
Yep, Cuba is a little island, which is weird. You know, they had that.
I'll give you my opinion on Cuba when you're done.
Yep. Cuba had that that airline crash the other day, and they were saying it was a domestic flight. And the first thing I was thinking is Cuba's not big enough to have a 737 to fly on one side of the island to the other. I don't get that, but I guess they do. I like that cookie.
So one of the things with Cuban cigars that I've learned, I mean, they've really, for I guess the past 40, 50 years, they've been kind of locked into the way they do things, and they make a fantastic product. But I think that with the combination of the new seeds and the new regions where tobacco leaves are grown, they're, the flavor profiles of some of the cigars that come out these days are just phenomenal. I think of like Room 101 or some of these other manufacturers who are really coming out with some fantastic flavor profiles, some very cutting edge stuff and blends, you know, with Ecuadorian tobaccos and even stuff grown in Mexico now that's starting to show up in blends. So to say, you know, Cubans are the best, yeah, in some regards they could be, and they probably are. But if you're really looking for flavor and that boutique taste or something new, I don't think it's in Cuba anymore.
That's true. There are. I've had some really good cigars. I've had some really good Cubans, and I've had some really good cigars that were not Cubans. Like it froze. Is it? Wow. What the hell?
What happened?
We're like dropping packets left and right.
Oh man.
Now it's back. I'll
And
check with you
back.
guys and work on my research paper right now. I'm procrastinating hard. Good to meet you, Bill. Bye, guys. Bye,
See ya.
bye, Francis. I don't know how I end up here talking about Cuba in a Sunday. You know what? Sometimes you just got to talk about Cuba. And Steve, you're right. Yes, it was very sad. It was any loss of life is tragic, and I feel for there were like 2 survivors, and that's something that's hard to live with. There,
I think I saw that when I was getting on my plane in Washington D.C. I was just like, ooh.
Not the best thing
Yeah.
that ever happened.
No, not at all.
Keeps chopping.
We're working on it. Scott's working on it.
Yeah, I mean,
He'll get it like the last 30 minutes. It'll be seamless.
Yeah, probably. All right, I'm going to do a quick changeover. Okay, and so yeah, now we should be back. Hopefully, it's a little bit better. It's going to be a little bit less resolution. I apologize for
I think
that.
it's fine. I know you want to do 1080p.
I want to do 4K.
Well, yeah. Does YouTube automatically downsize? Like, say, if I watch stream and
it offers you 2 options: the
Yeah.
highest and 360. I think is all it ever gives you. I was looking on YouTube and I found you live, and I decided to see it just to hear the English. Oh, okay,
hey.
Very good.
to ask us some questions about the English language, and we'll see if we can answer them.
We can do that. Or,
Yeah.
Where are you from? You said you're close to Cuba. Where are you from? Sorry, guys, the stream is really bad here. Hope to catch you again. So, okay, sorry,
Yeah,
Steve.
sorry.
Literally froze right when you finished saying back. Well, how
man.
is it now, Richard? Is it any better? No, it's not. Oh my gosh,
Gosh.
it's dropping like crazy. What is going on?
We're
Probably
working
Windows
on it.
10 updating or something.
We're working on it, guys.
Wow, dropping everything.
Working on it.
Sticking it out. I appreciate that, Richard. If anything, then, I mean, you can just see me kind of going, I'm not really paused. I'm just.
Don't scare them.
Wow. I'll be right back. Bill, just keep them engrossed in conversation.
I will.
Make sure that
We'll start the guitar up.
I'll take one first.
is.
We're working on it. Oh, we're still working. Hi, we're still here. I thought we went to commercial.
No, we did not do a commercial. We don't have commercials.
Oh, we don't have commercials.
We don't have commercials.
Oh, okay.
Everything you were just saying was live.
Oh.
You know what I do need? I need another beer. Do you want another beer?
Please, that would be nice.
All right, okay. But you talk to the kid.
Okay, I don't know what to talk about. So, what I brought here is, I don't know, is anybody into music? And I don't have my glasses, so I can't read what you're typing, sorry. Scott will catch me up later. The Squire Mini, this is a great little travel guitar. It's a 22-inch scale length, and it's pretty cool because it's real tiny. You get some massive finger stretches that you can't normally get on a regular size guitar. Fender makes these, and they're kind of like for students, right? For kids or for travel. And you can get one like this. You can get Ibanez makes a small one. Jackson makes a small one, like in the Flying V. Lots of fun. So if you don't know about these, check these out. These are really small, tiny little practice guitars that you can take. I saw a couple of them that people are taking them onto the plane and stuff. Acoustic version, there's the Baby Taylor, and the Martin makes a small little LX1 and LX2 something, or LM2 acoustic version. So a little half-size guitar, three-quarter size guitars. Very cool.
So tell me, Richard, if it's better, because I don't see any packets being dropped right at the moment. So that's a good thing. So yeah, Bill does vlogging. Bill vlogs with the little Panasonic G7.
That's all I got.
And he writes his own music for his vlog. Most of his vlogs, he writes his own music.
It's either my music or the YouTube content provided stuff. And thank you, Otis McDonald, for all your great contributions.
I use several different music sources. I use
Pond 5, right?
No,
not.
That was a long time ago. No, I use
okay.
Epidemic Sound, and I use Soundstripe. Are the main ones that I use, and those are both subscription based, and they're not horribly expensive. They're $15 a month. Just go to epidemicsound.com or soundstripe.com. I don't have an affiliate link or anything for them, or I would share something better with you than that. But Bill seems like a nice guy. He's pretty nice. He's got a slightly evil side. You have to catch him on his good side.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Again, we've known each other for 30 plus years. I don't know.
At least.
It's a long time. Let's just switch over head.
There we go.
Yeah.
Kind of getting foggy.
Kind of getting a little bit of fog in there. Yeah. So the lighting setup here, if you hadn't caught up, is just quasars, and just 3 of them. That's the whole. Well, and then we have the cookie. That's not the technical term for it, but
what is a cookie?
It's
light.
They're called crap. Now I'm just totally gone blank, but they're Roscoe.
Pico train.
Yeah, no. These are 100 millimeter.
I always do that to him. He's trying to think so hard, and I throw him a curve.
Yeah, they're not called curves either. But yeah, the cookie is a term that they use in stage productions.
Okay.
So that's why.
Continue. Sounds interesting. How did it come about?
Oh, do tell. I don't know.
Oh, okay.
But it's just basically a highly focused beam, and then you could put a cookie in it, and then that's why you get that wicked. Bill said it would be a good Halloween.
Halloween, it's great Halloween stuff.
I've got several. They
cool if you could find do a way to animate that.
Theoretically, you could, but I believe that's just called an LCD projector.
Good point.
I've always said that would be the coolest thing, is to have an LCD projector that had a movable head. That you could do that for like dance clubs, and they just project like moving things around the dance floor. I never understood why that's not a thing, but I guess it's not a thing. I mean, they get like enough light to go through for a movie theater. So
I always like those LCD projectors that they put on buildings where it looks like the projection is actually modeled to the building it's projecting on.
Yep.
So it looks like the bricks are falling down, or balls are bouncing off the walls and stuff like that.
That's called projection mapping.
Projection mapping?
Yep, that's where you you take the point of where the light will project onto a building, and you map the building and you draw that, and then you place it on your screen and you draw the different projectors, and then you can put something on there and it will limit it to the confines of that particular map, and then it will carry over to the next one, and that way you can project it and it always looks amazing.
Yeah, Walt Disney World does it, and they make one of the spires look like a big rocket as it takes off.
We need to get you better at it. Man, I know. I'm getting really, really close to finding some like warehouse space in town
that'd be fun.
Yeah, it would be bigger than this.
I can see a lot of fun with that.
Yeah, I want to do that, and just all I need is a couple of small little offices in there. It could just be one room. I don't even care.
Yeah.
And then a big warehouse area that it has to be air conditioned because this is Texas, and then it has to have high speed internet, and then I'll just live there. I mean, well,
right? Why not?
From 9 to 5, you know.
Who wouldn't?
Need internet better. I mean, oh man, I'm dropping packets again. That just, I don't know what it is. Usually Sunday is a better day for me to do this, but you know, they just you're looking at a warehouse 20 minutes ago. What is warehouse space costing over there in Florida? Because it is a lot pricier than I want to spend. Because I don't need luxury location. I don't want anybody to see where I'm at. I just need to have the high-speed internet. A big roll-up door would be nice.
Something you could pull your van into.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Just for safeties.
Yeah.
But I mean, I think total size, like 30 by 40 for the warehouse space, and then maybe 20 by 30 for the office area. So I mean, I really don't need a whole lot of space, but they want I think it's like about $1 a foot.
Oh man, I was gonna do a spit take. I could. That's right. I won't get you borrow that. I was gonna go. What? $1 a foot?
$1 a foot.
Dude, I was like, oh, I'm not grabbing my drink fast enough.
13 a square foot. So yeah, okay. So that's the pricing. That's something I had to learn on commercial real estate. When they do the high dollar, it's 13 a square foot per year. So you got to divide it by 12. I was always the first time I'm like, I ain't paying $30,000 a month. I was like, no, sir, it's divided by 12. Oh, I'm not paying $2,500 a month. Spitting.
I do it once, and then I would not be invited back.
Yeah, probably. You can do that in the pool, which we almost live stream from the pool, but I mean,
you don't want to see that.
No, yeah, you don't want to see that. The white balance would be way, way off. God, just dropping frames. That's just so sad. Let's see what Stream Health says. Is it? Stream Health. Video output low. Really?
Oh, thanks.
Really, it's low? Really? It's like 1,050. How big was that? I mean, I could do the math, but I'd rather you just tell me. What else are you in there, Richard? What are you doing to occupy your time? 900 square feet.
That's not bad.
It was 30 by 30. Was it just all warehouse, or was it buildable? That's the other thing too, is I wouldn't want it to be in a city limit, because then you have to deal with all their construction codes and inspections and all that BS and their taxes, and I don't want to deal with that. Ain't nobody got time for that. Did you fall off?
Yeah, trying to move my beer over to the other table. I got it.
He's got the broken chair. Many of you remember from such fun comedy broken chair videos.
That's live stream number 2.
That's right, and number 3, and then the complaints from 4, 5, and 6. I have the new performance chair. It's really nice. It's that air-on mesh kind of thing. It's really, really a nice chair, but it just rolls way too
Apologies for turning
easy.
my back to the camera.
That's
one of the things you never do is turn your back to the camera.
No, I made you turn your back to the camera.
Right.
So, as a small office space up front, and yeah, you know, I really like the concept. I mean, because they build them like crazy. They just build a bunch of warehouse blocks, and they're just kind of divided amongst, and they're maybe 30 or 40 feet wide sometimes, and they go back to the depth of the deal, and they're designed with like 20, 25 foot ceilings. That's exactly what I want. That way I can kind of build a little office area. I don't need much, and then the rest of it can be sets, and I can fly lights where I need to fly lights. That's what I want.
So if you know of such a property,
send me an email. It's films@imaginationx.com. And that's right, films@imaginationx.com. Why X, you might ask? Well, because it's your imagination to the power of X. It
kind of works.
I've had Imagination X since like 1993. And it's been, it was a computer company for a while where I built custom computers. And then it was a music studio. And it's finally back to where it was originally intended. The other option I had was M31.net, but most people wouldn't know what M31 was. I'll give you a hint, Messier. Let's see if anybody knows what that one is.
Yeah, we'll leave that to the audience.
Mm-hmm. So who else is out there? Say hello. Say hi. There's more people watching.
Who do we have?
We have two.
Oh, right.
Two people watching. Oh. And my parents have 4 2,000 square foot warehouses at $9 a square foot, but now they want 20. Do they not like you? I mean, hello, Mom and Dad. Could you cut me a break? No, son, I can't. That would 2,000 square foot. That would be cool. That would be cool. $9 a square foot, but now they want 20. The people who own them. Got it.
So yeah, talked about guitars.
Yep, talked about guitars.
Talked about cigars.
Talked about cigars. It rhymes. And now what we need to talk about is alligator gars. They're horrible fish. Or we could talk about...
You catch them here in Texas.
Yeah. Did we talk about the bar scene?
The bar scene.
The bar scene.
No.
Oh. Are you going swimming?
I was thinking about it.
Cool.
Cool.
Willpower won the Indy 500.
Oh, good. We heard that Willpower won the Indy 500. So.
The Indy 500 was won by...
Willpower.
Willpower. Yes, it was pure willpower. Finally!
Poor guy.
What led you to win? Willpower.
Willpower, yes. Hey, that's a second win, I think, for him or something like that. He's won before, I believe.
There is completely full of garbage bags, paper towels, toilet paper, gloves, toilet seat covers, aerosols, the lags. Oh.
So the bottom right-hand corner, the red and the orange with toggles back, is that what's...
Yeah, what I'm looking at here is this.
Yeah.
That just says that the stream quality is going way down. But this right here, I don't want to see these numbers dropping. Because it's like saying...
I wonder if it's because you have two people on the stream this time more than just one?
No.
Because there's more motion and less compression?
All right, let's try not moving. This is going to be
This
really
will be
hard.
a little test.
Try not to move
We can
your
talk.
lips.
We can talk. We just can't really move.
I can't read the chat.
Does the stream get any better?
Does this help? I really need this to be better. God, this sucks. It's like no time I can do a live stream.
So in all honesty, I mean, I've heard of like if you're gonna do live stream, you want the best option, the best ability for the image to compress. So that's like having a dark backdrop.
Well, that's true, but I've got it limited to 1,000K. That's like 1 meg.
Yeah.
That's nothing. See, let's try not to move, and then it froze. Well, no, we froze. We froze. We were that good. We were so good.
That's great with the red.
Yeah, we're dropping like all the packets, like every single what? I hate this internet company. They just keep selling that tower. They're like, oh, you want a new customer? We'll take the money, but we won't give you any service.
They don't upgrade the tower.
That is sad. Let me pull up, make sure I'm not putting my passwords out online. And I'm going to pull up my bandwidth to see what's going on here. So traffic, yeah.
And for those of you who are currently joined and or joining, thank you.
The home version, yeah.
Yes.
Oh, there's 3 people. Who else is out there? Say hello.
Thank you for hanging out with us as we try to troubleshoot this. It's never easy.
I do apologize for the lack of bandwidth. Wow. No bandwidth. We're dropping every packet now. That's awesome.
That's called offline.
Wow. I'm waiting for YouTube to start going, oh, you're offline.
Oh, you're done.
You know, all I can do is drop it down more.
Yeah.
Oh, jeez.
All right, we'll be back. Right?
No, we're not.
We're not doing that?
No, we're going to drop this down to 700.
Oh.
That'll be the most amount that it would take. But the kilobits will never go above that. So maybe it'll allow more packets to flow. I don't see any packet. Oh, there they go. Oh, I don't even understand that. I'm shooting at 24 frames a second, and I dropped 100 frames in 1 second. How does that even happen? What is this new math? Is this the new math everyone's talking about?
Common Core frame count.
That's what it is. You're not shooting at 24p. What you're shooting in is I have 24 apples. Those apples are actually larger than her apples, and her apples are smaller, so therefore they're completely the same. Just try to keep us. That's right. I blame YouTube's. Good grief! Every single. That is not good. You know what? I think we're going to end this live stream now, and we're going to go swim, and then we'll come back later and we'll try again. I mean, it's the best I can do. I don't want to give you a bad performance, even though probably me on screen is a bad performance. So, yeah. So we'll be back in a little while, hopefully. If not, you just understand that we broke out the margaritas and we're probably not suitable for on stream. And, yeah, I mean, you see my little legs just taking a skip. I got my house shoes on. Well, you probably can't because there's no packets flowing. But as I always like to leave it, don't let your passions center around your life. Let your life center around your passions.